Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now this is my inbox number 57 where I show some new and second-hand vinyl that I've got over the past month or so. At the very end there's going to be a bit of a surprise which I was delighted to get. So starting off with the second-hand or the used vinyl or the pre-loved vinyl, whichever you wish to call it. And I picked up this from the local record shop, and it's Peter Gabriel, the fourth one, the one they call Security. And I didn't know any of this apart from one song, Shock the Monkey. That was the only one I knew. And I have the other three, and I quite like the other three, so I thought, yeah, it's very cheap, I'll buy it. And I really did enjoy it. It's on the Charisma label, and it's got its original inner with lyrics, and there's a custom label, or a custom Charisma label. But yeah, very good album. It's probably my second favourite of those. I think number 3 would probably be my favourite, followed by the first one, then the second one. Also, I picked this up, and I don't know why I did, because I have 3 of his studio albums and I don't really like them apart from the first one, and it's Roger Daltrey Best Bits. I think Best Bits was what actually did make me want to buy this, and it does have Giving It All Away, which I absolutely love, and I think it's the best song that he recorded in the 70s, even with The Who. And the rest of it is okay. It's not a bad album, it's not a fantastic album, but it was extremely cheap, and I thought, right, I'll pick it up anyway. I don't know why, because I'd never played those other 3, but I would tend maybe to play this one a little bit more. So Roger Daltrey Best Bits, and I think this came out in 1982, and it's a French copy on just a plain Polydor label. This one I couldn't resist, and it was dead cheap as well, and it's in really good condition, and every time I've seen this it's been absolutely trashed. It's Wizard, and it's See My Baby Jive. And basically this was released in 1973. It's on the Harvest label, your normal standard Harvest label, and it's got the singles from 73 and the B-sides and a couple of tracks from the Wizard first album, Wizard Brew. So we have See My Baby Jive, You Can Dance the Rock and Roll, Rob Roy's Nightmare, Ballpark Incident, You Got Jumpin' Me, which was a Rick Price song. I think he recently passed away. Angel Fingers, Got a Crush About You, Bend Over Beethoven, I think that's funny, and I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day, and then lastly Bill Hunt's The Carlsberg Special. It's a decent compilation album, and I never had it, seen it before loads of times, but this was in fantastic condition and not very much money. Also from Johnny's shop, he got this in, and this is a Morrissey album that I had never had on vinyl. I had it on CD. I didn't actually buy it on CD when it came out. I bought it a few years later, because that time I had really given up with Morrissey. And it's World Peace Is None of Your Business, and it was at a really decent price, and it's a double album, and I played it, and it's on the Mock Harvest label, Blue Harvest label as well. And I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I never enjoyed it on the CD, but for some reason I played it and I thought, yeah, maybe that's because I haven't played Morrissey in yonks. But yeah, really good album. Really enjoyed it, and please get it up at a really decent price, because this thing's going for quite a few quid these days. And it's originally from, I think it's 2014, somewhere around that time anyway. There was 4 singles taken off this, which were World Peace Is None of Your Business, Istanbul, Earth Is the Loneliest Place, and The Bullfighter Dies. Now those were all singles on MP3 or streaming. They were never released on physical media until, this is not a new purchase, I bought this quite a while ago. All 4 were put on one 10-inch single. But yeah, it's good to get that album, and because I got that, I was starting to play a little bit more Morrissey, and I want to get my favourite Morrissey album on vinyl. So I got Vauxhall and I from 1994, and this has got the 2 hit singles, Hold On To Your Friends, which didn't do that great, and The More You Ignore Me, The Closer I Get, which is probably one of his highest charting singles. Great songs like Now My Heart Is Full, Used to Be a Sweet Boy, The Lazy Sunbathers is hilarious. So this is a really good album. It's on gatefold. It's a single album, and it's got a nice inner as well. So pleased to get that. So that was the first of the new ones. I got a few other new ones, and I remember the last inbox video I showed you 3 Sparks albums, and I said that 3 or 2 more were going to be released. They were, and I got them, and this is Exotic Creatures of the Deep, which is very heavy vinyl. It's really glossy. It's very, very thick. It takes up so much room, but yeah, it sounds fantastic. And this is the one that has the song. It's just a very plain label, they all do have. This is the one that actually has the song Lighten Up Morrissey on it, so that's a nice little bridge from one to the other. So this is originally released in 2008. It's also got Good Morning on it, Strange Animal, and Let the Monkey Drive, which I think is really funny. Yeah, great song. She Got Me Pregnant, Photoshop Likeable. Really, really good album. So delighted that that was reissued. And also the one in 2009 is The Seduction of Ingmar Bergman. And this too is a nice double album, very, very thick. It only has basic black sleeves. Yeah, this is the one that is really like a radio show, and it was originally done, I believe, in Swedish, and then it got translated into English. That you have to listen to this. It doesn't immediately grab you, but it is really, really good, and it's nowhere near their worst album. It's a good mid-table Sparks album for me. In fact, I would actually prefer this over possibly Hippopotamus or the last one. I think this, there's bits and pieces of this I think just work really, really well, and it's a really good listen from start to finish. So that's The Seduction of Ingmar Bergman, and that was originally came out in 2009. Another new one, I've always wanted this, could never get it, never found it, and every time it was reissued it was a huge price. Got it at a decent price, and it's the Damned's 3rd album, Machine Gun Etiquette. And the reason I wanted this was because the 2 singles, Love Song and Smash It Up, which I absolutely think are brilliant. And the rest of the album is really good as well. In fact, I think this is better than the only other Damned album I have, which is their debut. I wouldn't mind hearing the second one, which I think is Music for Pleasure, which was produced by Nick Mason. I've heard bad stories about it, but I wouldn't mind hearing it. But this is the one I really wanted, and this is excellent. And this is on the Chiswick label again, nice inner, and you get that Chiswick label. Yeah, so really good album. I think this is from 1979, and finally got it, so that's 2 Damned albums in my collection. This one here was going very cheap, and I have this in a box set, a CD box set, and I really fancied the vinyl. And this is Clyde McPhatter and the Drifters. This is their first album. It's originally from 1956, and it is gorgeous. Without Love There Is Nothing is fantastic. Treasure of Love is great. A fantastic version of White Christmas, 7 Days, Money Honey, which I think was their debut single. This is 14 beautiful songs. You know, it's so easy to listen to, and yeah, glad I got it. So Clyde McPhatter and the Drifters. And 2 more brand new ones. This I had on CD, and it's Marc Bolan, and this is the Electric Boogie Volume 1. I have this, as I say, on CD. This has got, it's like demos and so forth, but it has the 1971 demo of Truck on Tyke on it, which is an acoustic form, and then it was electrified 2 years later and turned into a very repetitive single, which I still do really like. And you get things like Buick McCain, Jewel, Woodland Rock. Also Mark singing Oh Baby, the Dip Cochran and the Earwigs single, which he played on, but Tony Visconti had the original vocals. This is the one with Mark on it. and Telegram Sam, Jeepster, Ride Away Swan. Very good album, glad to get it. And this one, I said I was not going to buy it, but then I thought to myself, the only copy I have of this on vinyl is my original that I bought in 1980, and I saw Rob Walker show it, so I bought Low on orange vinyl, which is really nice, and it plays really well. So it is on beautiful orange vinyl. Yeah, the way they do these is they try to make them as faithful to the originals as possible. So you do get your information sheet. I'll take this out actually. You do get your information sheet, which you normally get on the original. And the weird bit is, and I don't really agree with this, they give you a white sleeve that you would have normally got in the original as well. I find it rather pointless. But they slipped up a bit this time because they did not put in the fan club leaflet, which I have on the original, but I would have liked it to be in this because mine's a bit sort of crumply now because, well, it's 42 years old, and I used to read it every time I was actually playing this album. I'll do that later. So yeah, good album, really good. Again, pleased to get that on lovely orange vinyl. Okay, some of the singles that I got from Angela, I showed a couple of these in my last video, and this one is Mamma Mia from Japan, and I've shown it again. It's absolutely brilliant. These two are weird. These are they're not discs, they're paper or cardboard, and they're from Poland, and this is Super Trooper, and this one here is the Piper. And if you open one of them up, I'm not going to open both of them up, it's like a cardboard disc with a Polish picture on it, and it's the same with the other one, although it's a different picture. But they're oddities, they're not worth very much. You see them in Discogs and you can get them for quite little money, but still, she had them and she was selling them, so I thought, yeah, why not? And also I got Esto Soñando, which is I Have a Dream in Spanish. Now I have this, but this is far better condition than mine. Fernando, Italian. I showed this in the last one, Happy New Year, which is Portugal. Spain's Dame Dame Dame, which is Gimme Gimme Gimme. Eagle, which is Japanese, and Chiquitita sang in Spanish as well. And this one here, which I was delighted, this is actually a UK single, and it's quite hard to get now, and it's Frida's second single, To Turn the Stone, which I think is a fantastic song. So again, thanks Angela for flogging me those ABBA singles. I know you've got some more, so I might buy some more as well. So getting on to the little surprise at the end. Well, it's a surprise for me. And whenever I went into work, I think it was on Wednesday night, this was sitting on my desk and it says Richard McCook Night Shift. And when I opened it up, what I got was this ABBA Voyage. Now this is the programme for the London ABBA shows. Girl that used to work there, Clodagh, thank you Clodagh, she was saying she was going over to it, and I said, right, okay, if I give you the money, will you get me a programme? She said, no problem. But she had left the business about a month ago, and I thought, well, doesn't really matter, I won't get it now. But she still went out of her way and got me this programme, which I'm so delighted to have. We'll flick through little bits and pieces of it. I haven't really read fully through this yet. I've just browsed it and it just looks so cool, and it goes into my ABBA collection, so I'm absolutely delighted with that. Thank you again, Clodagh. And you know, I've been trying to contact you. If you're ever watching this video, contact me because I want to pay for it, because you never got any money off me. Okay, that's me for now. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.